This is CBC Here and Now.
He jumped out of the truck and I just sung out, "Duck, duck, duck," and we ducked and he took 2 shots at us.
We're really scared now, and I hope something's done about this. It really has to be done because we can't stay in this province if it's not.
He would make sure that if I ever entered Hatchet Cove again, that he was going to kill me, and if he didn't kill me, he would have somebody do it on his behalf.
Scared for their lives after being shot at in Hatchet Cove.
A couple tells us what led to the shooting this weekend and why they're so frightened. Good evening, I'm Jeremy Eaton.
And I'm Anthony Germain.
A St. John's couple is afraid for their lives after a shooting in Hatchet Cove this weekend.
Edison, Avery and Neal say they want the public to know their story about how a family dispute turned into a criminal investigation at a quaint cabin in a quiet town. Here and Now's Ryan Cook joins us. Ryan, you've had a chance to speak with these victims. What's the latest?
Well, the latest is Merlin Price was released from custody yesterday on bail just before we went out to Hatchet Cove. It doesn't do much to temper the fears of the victims after the man allegedly used homophobic slurs and leveled a gun at their heads. Now, it's important to note that none of the allegations you're about to hear have been tested in court.
Ed Avery says he knew who was coming when he heard the crunching sounds of tires over gravel creeping towards his cabin. He says it was his brother-in-law, Merlin Price, keeping a promise after a threatening phone call last month.
He told me straight up that he would make sure that if I ever entered Hatchet Cove again, that he was going to kill me, and if he didn't kill me, he would have somebody do it on his behalf. If ever I entered Hatchet Cove again, he would know I'm here. Sure enough, he knew I was here.
While the marital disagreement is now based on this land, Avery says Merlin Price is involved for other reasons.
We go to the police every time we're threatened, and yes, they take the statements, they write it down, but there's never any mention of this is a gay hate crime.
It came to a head as Price allegedly pulled up to the cabin on Sunday. Avery said he spotted a long-barreled shotgun on his back seat.
He jumped out of the truck and I just sung out, "Duck, duck, duck," and we ducked and he took 2 shots at us. I just spoke to him and I said, "Merlin, what have you done? What have you done? Leave now." And we picked up some rocks and he jumped aboard the truck and sped away. We couldn't give him an opportunity to load the gun again.
Price was arrested hours later and charged with a number of offenses, the most serious being firing a gun with intent, which carries a minimum sentence of 4 years in prison. Avery says he's devastated it's come to this, a beautiful cabin at the center of heartbreak. It all took a toll on Avery on Sunday night with stress-related seizures.
At around 12:30 at night, I had to call the ambulance. We spent the entire night at hospital pumping him full of drugs to try to make him wake up. He would lay down, and as soon as he closed his eyes, his whole body would convulse, and he would wake up screaming, "No, no," like it was happening all over again.
I'm confident if something isn't done with him, that we will die. We will be killed by that man.
This is due back in court in Clarenville on October 4th. We've tried to contact him through family members, but we haven't heard back. Meanwhile, Avery and Neal are considering leaving the province.